Okay, so now we will start this program, and this program is meant for couple of things, but the first thing is called Diwali festival in India, and today is the last day of that festival. And later, Dr. Thite will speak about that festival and tell what the last day is about. Today is the last day. So I will not try to explain to you what that day is. Oh, she's gone. All right. Now, the first thing what we will do is sing 3 Om sounds. So let us sing 3 Oms, and after that, we go to the next item. Okay, start. Okay, so now the first item of this program is each person will introduce themselves for 1 minute. And all of you know me quite well, so I will not introduce myself. So we'll start with Dr. Thite.
Okay. My name is Thite. I'm a teacher of Sanskrit and also learning Sanskrit for many years. I was working in Pune University, and now, after my retirement from Pune University, I'm working in an institute, research institute called Bhandarkar Oriental Research Institute in Pune. And my studies are going on, and I write some papers or some books in English, and sometimes also in Marathi. So thank you very well.
So I want to add that Dr. Thite knows me for last 54 years, and I'm still studying Sanskrit language with him, and you will see his name in many of my works. Now I'll go to Mr. Chandrachud. He became my friend very, very recently, just last week. He became my friend, and he will introduce himself. Later, he is going to give us a small speech.
My name is Yashwant Ramchandra Chandrachud. Professionally, I am a qualified chartered engineer, civil engineer, architect, and also a town planner and valuer. I have been practicing in Pune for the last 40 years from 1965 to 2005, as I told you just now. After my retirement, that is after my closing the office, I have a special interest initially in the philosophy. From 2005 onwards till today, I am deeply studying Indian philosophy, that is Vedas, Upanishads, and other literature also, leading to spiritual activity. And I have come to the conclusion that as in professional life, IQ is important. Now, similarly, EQ is also important, emotional communication. And still more important is spiritual quotient, SQ. Unfortunately, India was top in SQ about few hundred years ago. After the Britishers came, we lost that identity. And now it is my sincere interest to see that SQ in general public is raised to such a high level that it surmounts even IQ and EQ. That's my target. I have been writing books, small booklets about 70 to 80 booklets have been written by me, handwritten. They are not published in public, but in private circulation they have been circulated, and there is a good response from public on that publications. So now, since Dr. Neil Kulkarni happened to be my close friend, even though we have joined very recently, it appears that we have long relations years before, and our wavelengths have matched, and I have got great respect and honor for Dr. Neil Kulkarni. On his invitation, I have come here today to talk with you.
Is there your
Thank you.
book? Any book is with you now?
I
I want to show you one of his books
know.
because the interesting thing is he writes his book by his
Hand.
own hand. So all the books are handwritten, and then he makes copies of the book and then he gives them. So he doesn't print his books. So I want to show you his handwriting. It is absolutely great. That's his handwriting. And all the books are handwritten. I think he has written around 40 books like that, and he is distributing them. So I saw him in one of my visits to a copy center. That's where he was standing. And when I saw his handwriting, I was shocked that the handwriting is as good as printing. So that's how he became my friend. And then later I came to know that he is interested in yoga, etc. So we became friends. So anyway, that's one of his books. Now we'll go to Mrs. Kotalkar. Now Sanka.
सुरेखा
मोठ्यांदा नाव सांगा ना तुमचं.
सुरेखा कोथरकर.
Sureka Kotalkar, she is a mother of my student, this Pragati Kotalkar. She is my close student, and that's her mother. She's very good in cooking. So that's the only relation I have with her. Okay? मोठ्यांदा
मोठ्यांदा
ते चिमटे काढीन.
प्रगती कोथरकर.
हम्म.
मी सायन्स शिकते नुमवी स्कूल मध्ये पुणे.
इंग्लिश में सांग मला.
इंग्लिश में सांग.
I'm a student of science.
I'm student of science in Numavi Girls High School in Pune.
And now what else you do? Yoga.
I like yoga.
Okay. She was in one school. I was volunteering there 6 years ago, right? 6 years ago, and she was in that school, and I saw that she is good in studying. So I removed her from that school. It was a low-level school. So I put her in a better school, and she is now in that school, and she is now in the 11th grade. And she wants to go for science, but we are deciding whether to go for psychology studies. Okay, my information everybody knows now, so I will not introduce myself. Now we'll go to Chota. That is her brother. Or then the son.
My name is Aditya Raju
मोठा
Kothrakar.
Yeah,
मोठा
Montanda.
My name is Aditya Raju Kothrakar. My school name is Namdev Panditji Chavan, and my living diary,
Very good.
and my hobby is drawing.
Drawing.
Correct.
पुस्तक दाखव.
I show my drawing.
He has a special interest in drawing. So he's going to show us his drawing now. That is the way.
Wow, I love it.
ठीक आहे. स्पेस मध्ये
ते दिवाळी दाखव, दिवाळीचं पणतीचं ते छान आहे. ते दाखव. ते त्यांना ना आपली होणार नाही. दिवाळी दाखव, दिवाळी. पणती आहे ना, पणतीच्या बाजूला आवरा असं म्हणजे मोठं काढलेलं. हा नाही ते नाही, नुसती पणती आहे बघ, एक पणती आणि बाजूला तू पिवळ्या रंगात केलेले असते. हा ते जवळ दाखव.
दिवाळी लॅम्प.
हा दिवाळी लॅम्प.
आदित्य हिज नेम. I call him Chota.
Ah.
Very good. I'm trying to support his art because he needs to be supported. In India, art is not that much respected. So I'm trying to bring him up for last 1 year. Now we'll go to Pragati's father.
My name is Raju Kotharkar. I am working to Intellex Private Limited Transformer. I am live in Dhairi, Pune.
He works in the electrical field, and I met him when I was teaching Pragati in one public place. There was a public temple, and Pragati was in that class, and he came there and he saw the class, and he is supporting her yoga study. So he's very supportive of her yoga study, and her mother is very good in cooking. All right. So this part is over now. Now Diana will introduce herself. She is Spanish.
Hello, hola. So I am Diana. I am half French and half Spanish, and I live in Iceland in Formentera. I teach yoga, but I have and I want to learn more. Also, I am dancer, and I do qigong, tai chi, and I love to learn and know new cultures. And I want to be in India. I travel next week to Kerala.
Very sweet.
Hmm.
They are shocked that you're traveling so early.
Yeah, me too. I'm shocked.
Do you have any interest in drawing?
What?
You have any interest in this art, drawing?
Yeah, I love it. Me too. I try to draw. Oh, I will show you something. Wait, in my house. But I think I have not the talent that the little boy. He's very good. I show you. So maybe I do this. It's like art therapy. So
Art-
it's draw.
By doing that drawing, you become better in mentally.
It's draw but with words.
Uh-huh.
So you write what you feel inside and you draw it. It's both. It's a mix.
मध्ये जे येईल ना ते ड्रॉइंग करायचं त्यांनी तुमचं मन
Correct. बरोबर आहे.
I'm explaining to them in my language.
आणि विचार कॅलिग्राफी मध्ये इंटरेस्ट आहे का म्हणून तुम्हाला?
Huh?
डू यू हॅव इंटरेस्ट इन कॅलिग्राफी?
Calligraphy. Do you like calligraphy? No.
Yeah, I don't know, but I want to learn.
She is more in the dance.
अच्छा डान्स. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
he's not talking about choreography. He is talking
Calligraphy.
about calligraphy means by writing letters. Like
Writing letters, whether it's English or Marathi, any letters, different styles of writing.
Ah,
Calli-
calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
No,
Choreography is
I
dance.
don't know.
No.
What is your college education? What studies you did?
Oh, I do three. So one it's theater and dance.
Theater and dance.
अच्छा.
The other it's communication, and the other it's literature, but literature from Spain and Latin America.
Oh, good. You have studied in Latin America.
Hmm.
Colombia, right?
What?
Colombia, right? Which
Uh, Colombia, I studied, but more art therapy, dance, massage. I have a lot of study.
no, which place in Central America you studied?
In Bogota.
Oh, Bogota. Bogota is in Colombia, right?
Yeah, it's the capital of Colombia. It's very big.
Yeah, I had one student from Bogota. She was a pilot. She might be teaching there yoga. Okay, so now our introduction is over. Now I will sing one small prayer, and then this prayer is about the welfare of the world, and then we will go to Dr. Thide's speech on Diwali and especially today's day, and he will explain to you that part. So I will do a small prayer now. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ तन्मा अवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So basically this prayer is about the welfare, and you can see the meaning of this prayer. When I post this video, I will write the meaning of this prayer in the comments on Facebook and YouTube also. So now I will give this platform to Dr. Thite for giving his speech. थोड़ा जोरात बोलावं लागेल.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Now I will speak a few words on this festival which is called Deepavali. The word Deepa means lamp, and Avali literally means a line of lamps. So this is a festival of lamps, basically. So every person tries to enlighten some lamps, and there are lamps in every house, and even outside the house there are lamps. But this is not limited only to the lamps. There are many other things which are done during this festival. Roughly, this festival goes on for about 15 days. It starts with a day which is called Vasu Barasa. On this day, people worship cows and their calves, and they show their gratitude toward the cows. On the next day, a celebration is made in order to worship a god called Dhanvantari. This god is a god of medicine. He is supposed to be born out of ocean, and he was a great scholar and practitioner of Ayurveda, that is the science of life in general. So he is also worshipped on that day. The next day is a celebration of the victory of God Krishna on a demon called Narakasura. So Naraka represents literally hell. So Krishna conquered the hell, destroyed it, and as a part of the celebration of his victory, this day is celebrated. The next day is called Lakshmi Pujana. On this day, people worship goddess of wealth called Lakshmi. The next day is called Padava. And your Padava means the first day of a year. So there are different ways of calculations of years in India. One of the systems of calculation of year is called Samvat. And this new year is started on that day. The last day is called Baubiz. It is a celebration of the love of brother and sister. On this day, a sister circumambulates lamps around the face of the brother, and brother gives her some gifts, either in the form of cash or kind. Then afterwards, there are some other celebrations. There is one more day which is called Pandav Panchami. So it is after about 2 days after this
Bees.
Baubiz,
Bees.
and it is in honor of some heroic people called Pandavas, and their story is found in an epic named Mahabharata. Still next day, there are some people who performed some ritual on the banks of river or on the bank of an ocean, anywhere, and particularly in the northern parts of India, that is Uttar Pradesh or Bihar, etc. This celebration is called Chhat Puja. The word Chhat literally means sixth day. So on the sixth day, that is performed. Then after about a gap of 4 or 5 days, there are 4 days on which a celebration of the marriage of a plant called Tulasi. So a plant is supposed to be a woman in the form of vegetation, and there is a marriage of God Krishna with the plant Tulasi. So that is celebrated for the next 4 or 5 days. In this way, almost for 15 days, this celebration is made. Students have holidays during these days, and even the grown-up people also, they have some holidays. People eat some sweet and other delicious things on these days. They also make some light. They have some crackers and other things just to make some fun in the form of noise. So all these days are connected with the festival of new fertilization, and when the new crops are ready, rainy season is over now, and the crops are ready, and it is a kind of celebration of farmers, and also the celebration done by the people in the form in the trade and commerce. So basically, this festival is connected with farming and trade and commerce, which is a part of the work of a class in the society called Vaishyas. But nowadays, all the people throughout the India perform this festival, and they enjoy. Everybody likes this, and is eager to take part in this celebration. So through this speech, I extend my best wishes to all the persons who are present here, and also those who are attending this program offline and online. So I wish best and happy, prosperous new year. And with these good wishes, I conclude my speech. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank
now
you
I
very
will,
much.
now I will request Mr. Chandrachud to give his first time speech in Adhiyoga school.
Namaste. Since I have come for the first time in Adhiyoga, in one way or the other, I am connected with yoga. I do not know the total sort of scope of Adhiyoga, but as I understand, Yoga Shabda, that is Yoga word, is originated from the Sanskrit word Yuja. Yuja means to get connected. To whom we should get connected? To the Almighty or to the God or to the thing which we do not perceive by our eyes but that exist. For example, we cannot see our mind, but we cannot say that because we cannot see mind, there is no mind. Similarly, whatever things are happening in this world, the science, that is what we call Vijnan, explains the things which are happening outwardly, that is, which are visible and which can be analyzed and synthesized. But there are certain things in this world which are invisible, like mind, in great content, which we do not know. But the human spirit in such a way that we have come from unknown, there is always you see, sort of search for knowing the unknown things. You may call these unknown things as God, Almighty, spiritual power. The name is not important. The thing is that it is there, but we cannot see, we experience it. So to get connected, there are different ways in our Hindu system of knowledge or sort of yoga. If you see, uncover the text of Bhagavad Gita, each chapter, that is, there are 18 chapters, and each chapter is a yoga. I will not go through the details, but each chapter is a yoga. There are 18 yogas. But these 18 yogas have been summarized into 4 types of yogas, that is Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Yoga, that is Ashtanga Yoga, or sort of Patanjali Yoga. But even summarizing that, the main question which in our life at one point or the other everybody faces is that who am I really? Where from I have come? Where do I go, or where I am expected to go? What exactly I am doing over here, and what is destined to be doing over here? That is what I should definitely do. These are the 5 fundamental questions in everybody's mind all over the universe. That person may be in Japan, America, India, anywhere. At one point or the other, he or she faces this question. All these are 5 fundamental questions which I have told you just now. And answers to this question cannot be found by mere science, that is exploration. We may be going to moon or Mangala काय म्हणतात? Saturn, Mars, or any other satellites or things, or even up to sun. But the thing is that it is an outward investment search. The main philosophy is that the main philosophical fundamental truth is that whatever we found in universe is already existing in our body. In Sanskrit, it is called Pinda, Pinde, Matir Pinda, that is called. But the one thing is that whatever is found in Brahmanda is found in Pinda, and whatever is Pinda, we can find in universe.
Macrocosm and micro.
Micro and micro. So the Indian system of yoga is an inward research in the body to see that or to explore who am I, where from I have come, where do I destined to go after my death? That is everywhere the question is there. What I am doing just now and what I should do definitely. So these questions are answered by a Sadguru. But before that, I will come to a very fundamental Guru. That is, I will utter a Sanskrit shlok. Matru punne pavitrata, pitru punne sadbhagita, Isha krupe guru labhyata, guru krupe sayujata. This is a ladder in which we should go ahead. First thing, our mother. Because of our mother, we get the piousness in our life. Because of the father, we get the prosperity in our life. Then, in whatever religion or whatever way you may be worshipping God, that God in your family is to be worshipped with full faith. If you practice that for years, then whatever is not seen, what is unseen, it comes into a form of, that is nirguna, it is called, which comes to the sagun, that is, it forms into a human body, which is called a mentor or a sadguru. In Sanskrit word, it is called sadguru. English you may call it mentor, who appears in your life and tells the answers of these 5 questions to your complete satisfaction, not only academically, but you can experience it. The well-known examples in this case are the old Vivekananda's Guru Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, or you might have heard the heard the word of Raman Maharshi in South, or many other gurus who have developed this science either by karma or by bhakti or jnana or yoga. Ultimately, the reaching point, destined point is one. Everybody in his life, we have to go to one point only. There are different ways to climb the hill, but the reaching point or the top of the apex of the hill is one. So whether you travel from one point or the other point, if you want to go to Everest, you can climb from China side, you can climb from Nepal side, or you can climb from Indian side also. But the top of the Everest is one. Similarly, in this search of these questions, the answer is one, that you yourself are God. I will tell you the answer, but you cannot believe it instantly. It requires a study and a repetition and exercise also, that God is nothing but yourself. In Sanskrit, this is called Tat Bhamasi. Tat, whatever you call it is unknown or God or Almighty, that is nothing but you yourself are the God. You yourself are the creator. You yourself are the person who nourishes this world. And you yourself are the person who destroys this world or this universe. So you are a creator, you are a sort of, what should I call? Protector, and you are a destroyer also. So in our Om, the same thing, Uma, is whatever, initially Mr. Dr. Kulkarni has prayed for that. So these prayers are also important. It appears, or it may be questioned, that whether prayers are heard. Prayers are definitely heard. You may not get the response immediately, but if you repeatedly do prayers, prayers are definitely heard by that Almighty or by that unknown things. And at proper time and proper place, these prayers are answered also. For such an experience, you have to go through the biographies of various saints from all over the world who have written many books of their experiences as to how they have realized these unknown things. And this is quest. When I talked to Mr. Dr. Kulkarni, I said, what is the purpose of doing all this, our life very comfortable? For example, the robots have come now. You cannot, not only washing machine or your sewing machine, all your daily works are done by robots. You need not employ a person for doing that work. So you get free time. Now in that free time, what is to be done? Or what is the nature of the person, or what is the human being wants? All comfortable, or in America or in Western countries, people are very happy. People are wealthier. But then still, the fact remains that the satisfaction of the mind, the peace of mind, and the knowing unknown is still remaining. So this pursuit of knowledge has been continuing for years together. That also continues. And my small attempt is to write books on my, by the grace of my Sadgurus and parents also, and circulate to the needy persons. I don't charge for them. Out of my own earnings, I write these books. I enjoy that writing. For writing one page, I consume at least 1 hour, because to write that one page, I had to meditate actually with open eyes. That is the open eyes meditation. It gives me a tremendous pleasure. And it reminds me, I circulate to many places, sitting at one place only, or move all around. And then when it comes on paper, and when I again read my things, I definitely can say that this is not my outcome, or this is not my writing. Somebody is writing through me, because if I have written it, I can say I could have signed it. You see, the writer of this book or writer of this text is myself, Y.R. Chandrachud. I had never write that, because I experienced in that this is not the creation of yourself. Somebody is creating this through your hands. So that somebody or some power has been experienced, it exists, and I would like everybody of you to experience it in your life one time or the other, and that will bring complete solace or salvation or mukti, what we called in our Sanskrit, or moksha. So that is life. That is a holistic life. By more and just physical comfort, you don't attain that holistic life. To attain that holistic life, you need to have a philosophical approach. As I told in the beginning, SQ, that is spiritual quotient, is most important. We have neglected it in comparison with IQ, that is intellectual coefficient, and emotional coefficient. But now, as emotional coefficient is gaining strength, so also the spiritual coefficient in everybody, it exists in everybody. Yeah? Not that you have to be spiritual from the beginning, it exists in everybody, because we have been created through that spiritual, one thing, that is this is a unit, that is called Advaita. So that is inside everybody, but we have forgotten that. And therefore, our Rishis and Munis said, Tattvamasi, that means that Brahma, or that unknown thing, is you yourself. But that is a worldly description. You have to, unless you experience it, you don't feel the pleasure of it or the enjoyment of it. So I wish that my small introduction will help you to create at least some interest in this field of knowledge. You go ahead, you will definitely come across with mentor. You did not search for mentor. When your preparation goes on to a certain level, mentor will come to you and guide you, and you will experience these unknown things which are known to you. Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Now we go to the next item. And the next item is that my main work is called Adhiyoga, and it is done in English language. And Dr. Thite made that into Sanskrit sutras, and Dr. Kharwandikar made it into a Sanskrit poem. That's my original work, and there's a textbook for my teacher training. But that work is now available in many European languages and some Indian languages. And Indian national language is called Hindi, and I was asked to make that into Hindi language, which took me around 1 year to do. And because it took long time, I split it into two parts. The first part was published in August, and that deals with the conceptual part of it, and that is this part. And this part was written in many different countries like Greece, etc. And the people are here, and I appreciated them in the back cover of this book. This is the Hindi first part, and then this is the Hindi second part. It will be published in Bangalore on 23rd November. And this part deals mainly with the practical part of Adhiyoga. And this is revised by some people. And today, Dr. Thite gave me one very interesting idea. And this word Adhiyog is a word created by Dr. Thite. It is not Adhiyog, it is Adhiyog. Adi stands for Adhikruta, which means authentic. So my original English name was Authentic Yoga System, and now it is called Adhiyoga Darshan, like Patanjali Yoga Darshan. So now Dr. Thite's interesting idea is that I should have one person in our school called Star. This is a new concept, Star, STAR. And we have made this girl as Star for Adiyog. So that's why this book will be in her hand and we will take a picture of this. So I'm not going to talk more about this book now because that will be my speech in Bangalore. So you have to sit here and hold this like that. Okay? And then we'll take a picture.
पुढे ये.
याच्यात बरोबर सिमेट्रिकल दिसलं पाहिजे.
हा आणखी पुढे नीट सेंटरला ये. अजून जा इकडे उजवीकडे अजून उजवीकडे. हा तुझ्या बरोबर समोर धर.
So this is Pragati Kothalkar. Behind her is Dr. Thite, who got the idea of having Adhiyoga Star, and Mr. Chandrachud is there, and artist Chota is there, and now we'll take the picture of Adhiyoga with Adhiyoga Star. Okay. Okay, very good. Now we'll come to the last part of this program. So I will not talk much about this book, which I was going to talk initially, but because one big institute is going to publish this book in Bangalore on 23rd November, that time I will speak on this book. But what I can tell you is, I will tell you my timeline. On 12th of November, I will go to Mumbai to meet one of my American students, whom I am meeting after almost 10 years at least, or more than 10 years. He is funding my yoga school in Kerala. And that's where some students, including Diana, might come there. And on maybe around before 23rd, I will go to Mysore. So I will be in Mysore. I might even visit Goa in that time frame. So if you are in Goa, I might meet you there. And I can give you a couple of people in Goa, you can meet them. But then from Goa or whatever, I'll go to Mysore. And Mysore, I will stay for up to 5 days. My program will be in Bangalore on 23rd. And 1st December, I will be in Kerala. And 2 persons have already committed to come there. And third one is in line. And we will start our classes in Kerala on 1st December. I plan to stay there December, January, and February. After that, I might come to Pune for a short visit and then go to either Europe or California. So that is my timeline. Thank you so much for coming for this program. Finished in 1 hour. And now we are going to eat snacks. If you want them, you have to quickly come here.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Okay, so we will now end this with one more small prayer.
शांती प्रेयर करा.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sarvetra Sukhinas Santu. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम वंडरफुल वंडरफुल वंडरफुल। Thank you very much, Diana.
Thank
Buena,
you. See you soon.
buena dias and buena noches, both.
Hasta luego. Bye bye.
Gracias, muchas.
Gracias. Adiós.